Very good evening, everyone. So it's such a pleasure to be here again, and thank you very much for joining us today. A lot of the faces here are good friends. It's even more special to stand in front of my friends to do this gathering. And why did we choose this name, the Future Forum? We could have called it a next gen forum or a next gen event, or something like that, right? But then it goes back to the DNA of what we want to do. Bulk of what Hurun's research from a external perspective is to try and understand the past or the stories of how a company or an entrepreneur has evolved, or try to tell the story of Indian economy through the eyes of entrepreneurs in these companies. But as a researcher, what is more exciting for me is to try and understand these stories and sort of see how this will all evolve into adding that extra couple of trillions to India's GDP. So it's a lot about future. And to me, all the individuals that are here today, everyone who's going to speak today, everyone's going to felicitate today, they absolutely represent the future of India more than any other cohort, startups included. Today it is exactly that, which is why it gives me a great pride to announce and formally launch the very first edition of ASK Private Wealth Hurun India Future Forum. Can we have a big round of applause for ourselves, please? And the people in the room are not the story India has told, that they're the story that India is about to tell. The room carries some of the most respected surnames in India's businesses, some crossing over a century, some of them building fast-paced businesses. But in many cases, some of the names that I can clearly see here today, some of the first names are more popular than their surnames. So that is actually quite exciting, and that kind of shows how you're looking at building your respective businesses. So let me tell you what the data says about this generation, because I really want to destroy this lazy sort of stereotype. And the stereotype is this: basically, the next generation are called inheritors or heirs, right? And the succession is about preservation, keeping the lamp lit, and blah, 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 right? But what the number says is something extraordinary. We, ASK Private Wealth and Hurun, launched the list on India's top 50 successes a couple of months back. And some of the numbers that comes out of it kind of shows that this is the most value-creating cohort in India as we speak. For example, I put some data points here. This generation in this top 50 list, when they took over their list or their respective companies, the total value of the businesses that they held was about rupees 4.6 lakh crores. And that turned into 31 lakh crores in 6 years. That's almost 7 times growth, right? And compare that with Nifty, which grew just 3x over those 6 years. Sensex almost 3x. India's GDP was almost 2x. This cohort grew more than twice as fast as Nifty and other number that I spoke about. And the 50 of this family and these 50 leaders in the ASK Private Wealth Hurun, the Success 50 list, if you add the value of the businesses they built, that's close to almost 10% of India's GDP. And this is not just paper wealth. These companies earned almost 8.2 lakh crores in annual revenue with a profit of over 90,000 crores rupees. And that is just the companies in the list. And they directly employ more than 8.5 lakh people. So wealth creation, job creation, nation building, everything you can see in full-fledged action here. And also, let me give you sort of a statistics on the people in the list. The average age on the list is 42 years old, 19 of them under 40. And India, in many research, our own research says that we are going to witness a $2 trillion wealth transfer. And so this cohort is not just inheritor and heir. They are successors, and I would dare to call them multipliers. So this is why today is very special, and talking about all of you in this room is even more important than anything else. And I've said this many times, India is passing through a very liminal moment, a threshold. The old India of scarcity licenses is still in our institutional memory. The new India, with its digital, global, on its way to become one of the third largest economy in the world, has not fully arrived. And we are between sort of in two Indias. And who's standing exactly on that threshold? This generation. So you grew up in one India and you lead in another. You carry the discipline that your parents, in your parents' era, and ambition of your own. You are quite literally the bridge across the great Indian liminality. And that is why the future is not an abstraction tonight, and the future has a guest list and you're on it. Before I close, I would like to say two thank yous. One is to Rajesh Saluja, dear friend, partner, and for working with us in putting together this list, understanding the importance. In fact, when we talk about the future of India, we literally covered two spectrums. One is the cheetahs, gazelles, and unicorns, wherein we conducted an event in this very same room 5 years back, and the next generation. The combination of they both, and it's going to be exploring. So the big thank you to Rajesh. And secondly, I would also like to thank all of your predecessors who was given an opportunity to let go and let you build what you want to build. So I would like to give a big round of applause to both these cohorts. And before I conclude my speech, I would like to really say thank you all for this wonderful opportunity to host you here. And today, you're going to witness a lot of interesting sessions. I mean, there are a lot of occasions for casual evenings, but today is going to be a lot of nice discussion. You're going to be hearing from your cohorts. You're going to be hearing from some of the entrepreneurs you would not have met otherwise. We've got, for instance, Alicia of Aster Medicity, who's doing a fantastic job with Stable from UAE to come here today. We've got friends from Ahmedabad coming in. We've also got friends from Delhi coming in as well. But to be told, fantastic bunch of people here. I would welcome you all to make friendships, have nice little discussions, and have a nice evening. Thank you very much.